All right, guys, welcome back. It's the Tuesday Night Spotlight Podcast featuring your boy, your host, Mr. Neil Carter. I'm with my dog. I got a very special guest with me today. He is the Turn Up King. You might know him from singles such as Walk In, Big Dog. You might know him from singles The VA Anthem, my personal favorite.
Hey.
My man from New York. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
But resides in VA. Give it up for Mr. Dizzy Dev.
What's good with y'all, man? What's good with y'all? Thank you for having me.
Good to see you, my brother.
Always.
So yeah, it's been a little while. So we already been kind of catching it back up. So I do want to jump in maybe to one or the two of the conversation. The other two we'll keep offhand. But I always start off my interviews. I always like the people to know if they don't know, like I guess how you started or like your upbringing. So like we say, you from New York. So tell me about like growing up for you.
All right, so growing up for me, for real, bro. My mother was a single mother. Had 3 boys. So we traveled a lot. We always went back and forth between New York and Virginia. So that's why really this is my second home. I kind of got into music for real because my older brother did music. He had a group called Diplomatic Terror. That's when we was actually in Virginia Beach. We stayed at Emerald Point at the time.
Word.
So it's funny because that's the same spot I actually started at too, because we ended up moving back with my grandmother, whatever the case may be. I started playing around though. Like, I didn't take it serious, I just having fun with it. Like, my older brother took it so serious, and he was like, bro, you need to do it so, we could do it as brothers, da-da-da. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll try it. So I was just having fun with it at first. I was garbage. When I first started, I was garbage. That's just for real. But
I think everybody is though.
Yeah, because you gotta find yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta find your rhythm. You gotta find your cadence. You gotta find how you want to deliver stuff. Like, everything. So I think the first thing that really helped me was just writing a bunch of bars. Like, cause me being from New York, like, that's one thing I always loved. Like, I listen to a lot of Wayne, I listen to Fab, Jadakiss, people that spit a lot of bars, like J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick. Right now, as far as our generation coming up, they were always like the dopest to me because of how they delivered everything they did.
Right.
So that's where I kind of focused my main point, and then it was a certain point where I had to elevate and learn how to do hooks. And I think for real, my brother helped me with that, because I was always just following his lead.
So like, would you come up as far as with the hooks? What was your best tip from him? I guess
My best tip from him, he said, if you feel like you're repeating something within your verse, or like there's something strong about your verse that you're speaking about, that should really be your hook.
I think you told me that a while back. I think you actually told me that. So yeah, that's crazy. But so like, if it's something that the catchiest part of your verse or whatever you're working on, if it's real catchy, that's probably the hook right there.
Yeah, like
Word.
I had the junk called "What Is Life." You feel me? And at first I didn't have no hook to it. I just was asking a simple question before I started my verse each time, like, what is life?
Right.
So my older brother was like, "Bro, you need to make that the actual hook. Like, try to harmonize with it. Like, find a beat where you can put that in the middle of, both of your verses." Because I just really had both of them jumbled up together. So I'm like, all right. And, that kind of helped me start pathing the way of how I kind of want to do my music. And from there, I just hit the ground running for real.
How old, I guess, were you? Would you say that around this time when you kind of realized, okay, I got it all together now, I'm learning, I pretty much got it figured out, I'm ready to hit the ground running with it?
All right, so I didn't tell you, I started at like 15. So from 15 to I think 21. 21 is where I really hit, like, okay, I really like music now. This is what I'm about to do. I got it down packed now. Let's go. And from there, I just was like, all right, so I'm going to try to create my own wave. I'm going to do my own type of music that I like personally, and I'm going to just see if other people like it. If other people like it, cool. That's what it is. I didn't think about doing shows, none of that.
You're just making the music.
I was just making the music, bro. That's really how that started.
So you really got a natural art for like hip hop and art, like music. I know you do more than just hip hop, but like when you say you started off writing bars, I feel like if you like a real like hip hop type of person, like that's how usually you would start. You know, you heard rappers on the radio or something like that, you start dabbling yourself, and it might be trash, but you start dabbling, and all of a sudden you get a little kind of nice with it. Then you know. And then piece by piece, you get in the booth, you kind of shitty in the booth, then you get a little better with it, so on and so forth. Get out on the stage, kind of, and you get build up until where you kind of running around, and I guess to where you at now, I would consider you one of the best, if not the best performers, at least in the 757, if not Virginia.
I appreciate that.
That's just a testament to like step by step. Like you can't, and anything, like you can't just build a house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can't just read a blueprint and just build a house. It's like, nah, you got to learn this little step, this measurement, this piece. So it's like the same thing in anything. So that's good to like for people to know it's a process to everything.
Honestly, I think the main thing people need to realize for real, it comes with confidence. Like everything you do, you gotta have self-confidence. You can't really go in there half-hearted and like scared. Nah, you gotta really come in there feeling like, all right, I'm about to own this. Because the first time I ever went half-hearted was the first time I ever performed, and I was 16. It was in Georgia, in Atlanta, actually, at a spot called the Red Light. It was my older brother and my homeboy Tennyson. I'll never forget it because of the fact this is the reason why I will always remember my lyrics no matter what. I messed up my lyrics, bro, during performing. Because I was so nervous. Like, I'm like, oh my God, okay, I got to get this right. First performance, you know, my brother got his stuff down. I feel like my bro got his stuff down. I need to get my stuff down.
Yeah.
I didn't. It was terrible. So I took that experience and was like, yo, I'm beating my lyrics into my head until I get all my lyrics right. Every time I go out, I don't care if I'm drinking, smoking, chilling. I need to make sure I get my stuff right. So that's kind of what helped me elevate. So everything you do, make sure you have confidence in yourself, bro.
That's real. And what were you? I know you mentioned some people, like you said, like Jadakiss. What were some, I guess, artists, not necessarily hip hop, but just artists in general that inspired you?
All right, so Wayne, number one. Fabulous, definitely. I was a big Biggie fan, so I listened to a lot of Biggie. Slick Rick, because he can always tell a story, and I'm the type, I always wanted to be able to really do that, and I'm still trying so hard. Like, it's really hard to like do a whole song telling just a random story, bro. And he was so sweet at that, and I know a lot of people be like, yo, if I could do that, I would do that. I'm trying to do that. So those are like a lot of people right there that I definitely look up to and influence kind of like my style off of. Definitely Big Sean, also J. Cole, like I said, Drake.
And then where did you got inspired, you started doing your thing, you went out there for your first performance, realized that wasn't it, you know, you came back, kind of recouped yourself, learned your lyrics, got better and better. By 21, you hit the ground running. At one point, did you become known as the Turn Up King?
I gotta give y'all credit to that. I do, bro. I gotta get. All right, so I got the name the Turn Up King because I used to come out to West Beach Tavern with y'all all the time and turn up, and I was always doing turn up music. Like I would do my conscious music here and there.
Not really.
It was like I would throw it in there. Yeah. Like here's one song for y'all, but then I'm gonna turn up for y'all.
Right.
Because like I really wanted people to be like energetic and have fun with me while I'm on stage, because that's what I like to do. I like to have fun. Right. So I really got that name because of the fact I used to come out and just give it my all, and it stuck. Somebody just was like, bro, you the Turn Up King, like for real, like that's what it is.
I wonder who. It had to have been Creek.
It was Creek.
It had to have been Creek.
It was Creek.
Shout out to Creek, by the way.
Shout out Creek.
But yeah, it had to have been Creek. But damn, I did not know that started at AA. I thought that was always like what your name was. Like you came, I thought you.
It was just Dizzy Dev.
Dizzy Turn Up King Dev. That's what I thought your first name was. I ain't know nothing about no Devin Quinones or nothing like that. But
Yeah, nah, bro. Like, all right, so like I always was just like, yeah, Dizzy Dev. But my first rap name was actually Killer D. Like that was my first rap name, and I was just like, what am I killing? Like, why am I? Why is this name like nah, that's whack. I'm gonna go ahead and change it. And my homeboy gave me the nickname Dizzy because I used to ball all the time. I was always doing track, so like he would just always be like, yo, you're the fast one that's gonna run around people and get them dizzy. Like, yeah, that's you. So I just took like the beginning of my first name and put it together, Dizzy Dev. That's what it is.
And stick to it's catchy. You can get buy the merch somewhere. Call him. He'll make you a T-shirt or something like that. But like it's a brand now.
That's one thing I plan on doing this year too. For real. We'll get into that later though. Okay. I'm gonna tell you some moves.
So I guess this would be a good time to segue. So I got a segment called Choose One and Lose One.
Ooh, okay.
So I'm gonna give you two options. You gotta pick one. And you gotta get rid of one.
Okay.
So this is the first one. Would you rather have just movies or just TV series?
Oh, movies.
Why?
I'm a movie person anyways, for real. I'm not really a TV series person. I'm starting to get into TV series because of my girl, but for real, movie person all day. Definitely Marvel, definitely DC, all day. Cause
me, I like I like finding a series that came out like 10 years ago and then going and rewatching the whole junk. I got like 2, 3, 4 weeks. I can just binge watch that whole series and
I could do that, but
you like just movie, boom.
Like if I had to choose, I'm definitely choosing movies over TV shows. Got to.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I can see that. All right. Ability to fly or ability to speak different languages?
Ooh. Honestly, speak different languages because it would help with my music also.
Would you be speaking like 3 different languages in your songs and stuff like that?
No, but I would be able to work with so many different people.
Yeah.
Like I would be able to get into, like I'm part Spanish, so I would be able to tap into my Latin side. I would definitely do a lot of reggae. Definitely got to choose the language. Got to.
I feel that. All right, this one's not as easy, I don't think. Would you rather get hit by Mike Tyson full strength or jump out of a 2-story window? 2-story, you might fracture something, but if you roll right,
if I tuck and roll, bro, I might be alright. If I tuck and roll, but getting hit by Tyson, are we talking about like prime Tyson, like old Tyson?
I'm talking.
Regardless, he's still strong.
Break. I'm gonna give you a break. 50, 60-year-old Mike, but still, that ain't.
Bro, he's still strong. Yeah, when you get older, you get old man strength. So I don't know.
He'll clean you. Yeah, he'll clean you.
I'm gonna take the 2 stories, bro. I gotta jump out that building.
I feel that.
Got you.
Trapped in a snowstorm for 8 hours or trapped in the desert for 8 hours?
Snowstorm. I'm from New York. We're used to the cold. I hate the cold, but at the same time, I can deal with it. So, I'm not dealing with the heat, bro. There's only so much you can take off.
That's what I always said. What my mama always said. People used to turn the damn AC on.
That ain't helping.
How the AC worked, turn the heat on. I put a goddamn
desert,
hoodie
what
on.
AC is you really getting?
Yeah, you hitting it.
Died.
But you could throw on a couple layers or go cuddle with something. I'll go cuddle.
Let's start a fire. I'm starting a fire.
With my lips or something. Shit. Something. All right. And then the last one. Would you take lifelong intimate love or generational wealth?
I'm gonna take the love because money comes and goes. I kind of learned that over time. Honestly, the old me would have definitely took the money, but as I grow older, like I kind of realized for real, it's hard to find that like one person you just want to be with. So I gotta take the love because y'all can grind together and make that same bread that you would have had by yourself.
You could, but you had to choose one on this one.
Oh yeah, so I'm choosing the love. I'm choosing the love.
Choosing the love. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just facts.
I'm a little surprised by your answer. You are getting a little older now though, so
And on top of that, you know what I'm chasing right now. I'm chasing dreams. So like, if you get into business, you gotta realize money's always gonna come and go. You're not always going. Like, how many people in the industry really has went bankrupt, has got their money back, bankrupt again? Like, nah, bro, that's just real. Like, money comes and goes. Love is really something you gotta cherish because it's not something you are guaranteed to find.
Real shit.
If you find it, you better hold on to it.
That's real shit. Real shit. Shout out to the lovers out there. Let's see. All right, we can jump right back into it. So, what you working on right now? What's going on?
Alright, so what I'm working on right now, everybody been waiting for the Turn Up EP. I'm working on the Turn Up EP, but I kind of want to take my time with it, mix and master everything right, make sure everything perfect, because like me personally, I done waited so long to do it, I might as well make sure it's perfect for y'all.
Right.
That's 1. 2, this year is going to be a different grind. I got to do a lot more music videos. I want to do a lot more podcast interviews. I want to start hosting more, and, you know, eventually... Not so per se like run my own show, but definitely like be one of the people out here that help run shows. Like I know too many artists right now that like always ask me like, hey bro, where's the next show? Like I know you do a lot of shows, where's one at, this and that. If I could just be like, bro, I got a show coming up such and such, like you want to come perform,
Right.
I can also do that for artists that really don't be coming out here and doing shows that you don't see that are really dope. I know a lot of dope artists that don't do performances. But if they probably come through me because they know who I am, you know, it's probably an opening for a lot of different artists in Virginia to come up. So That's another thing I kind of want to work on this year.
Okay. You said the Turn Up EP.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's called The Takeover.
Takeover.
That's what I'm calling it.
Anything that's out that's already on it? Anything that you kind of already hinting at, or it's kind of gonna be everything gonna be new to us?
All right, so. A lot of it you heard because, of course, I perform a lot of it. Walked In's on it. Game On Lock's on it. No Breaks is on it. Blood of a Champion's on it.
Sheesh.
Yeah, that's a good lineup right there. Saying in itself. Big Dog's on it. And then I'm going to have some sneaks in there that, you know, people haven't heard. And then a lot of stuff that I've been performing lately, y'all probably definitely heard it, but, you know, it's not on any platform. So definitely turn up to it when y'all hear it.
Okay. I know you say you don't have a time frame you're going to make sure it's right, but do you have like a maybe April, maybe June?
I'm shooting for March, and because it's towards my mother's birthday.
Okay.
So I'm shooting for March.
That's dope. Hopefully, and your mama gonna listen to everything. You could talk.
Oh, my
about,
mom
you
is one of my biggest supporters, bro.
Your
like,
mama's she's a sweet ass lady, man. She's so sweet.
Shout out to my mom, man. I love you, yo. Real stuff, man. Like my dad was one of my biggest supporters too. R.I.P. to him. But my mother literally has been there every step of the way, pushing me. Like my mother will come out of nowhere, start freestyling and everything, just joking with me, having fun. Like she's really like my mother, but my best friend at the same time. So I love her.
I remember we was at the end of the show. We was all out there. We dancing at the end of the show.
Yeah, bro.
People eat chicken wings and she grooving and whatnot. Yeah, she definitely a vibe.
Yeah, like for anybody that's ever met my mom or like seen her at a show, y'all know like she is the sweetest person. She'll turn up with you in a heartbeat, and she'll have no problem with it. Like she'll tell you quick, like, yeah, that's my son.
Damn right.
That's my son right there.
She go support you. And then she go support whoever you are.
Yeah.
But she go support you too, and it's gonna be crazy. She gonna treat you like you damn near her son when you up on that stage. Yeah. Except for when you get up there though, you know, it's a different story.
Yeah, but like she loves everybody that I've ever introduced her to. Any music that I've ever let her listen to, whether it's mine or anybody, like 20 Bills to OTB to Gino, like to you to bro, like I've let her listen to all that, and she'll just be like, yo, like you got a dope circle. So like that's a good thing to have a mother like that, for real. For any parent that you have like that, shout out to them, for real.
Yeah, right. Let's see. I'm trying to think. But before I get to my questions, let's see. I know you said some stuff. Is it any other projects I might have skipped over? Any other plans I might have skipped over?
Me and OTB working on an EP right now.
Just so y'all know, they probably about 6 years overdue for this take.
Yes.
At least. So... and we gonna hope that it's 2022, 2020. I mean, what is it, 2023 now? We gonna hope that it's 2023. If y'all don't get it by June, I need y'all to spam both of them on their Instagrams and their socials and Facebook and all that, and let them know they need to drop it.
Yo, all right. So like, not only is it like me and OTB got a project, the old mute. So we used to be in a group called Dramical Empire, and then we switched it to something different. Shout out to them. We had at least over maybe to 100 to 200 songs, bro, that we worked on. You know, this is before y'all even met who Dizzy Dev really was, before y'all met the Turn Up King, any of that. So I think now would have been the time where we go ahead and drop that music too. We already talked about it. So we're working on an EP called The Unfinished Journey right now. Shout out to Rada, shout out to Gino, shout out to OTB. So it's gonna be us four on there. We used to call each other the Four Horsemen, you know. So we used to make some dope music, bro. So y'all gonna hear it. That's coming soon. Then everything me and OTB working on is fresh, new. So y'all just be on the lookout for that. It's definitely coming this year. I got y'all. All right, I ain't gonna stall y'all. It's definitely, like you said, well overdue. We got it.
You gonna get Gino at the house for real? Well, not at the house, but off for work in a building somewhere to perform.
Oh, he's performing April.
Okay.
In Newport News.
Okay.
I'm hosting for that showcase too, April 16th. I got Gino Black to come and perform. Shout out to Gino Black.
Yes, sir.
So, yes.
All right. So now we got that. I asked like usually 4 or 5 questions. They usually pretty random.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not asking you who your inspirations are. I'm asking you, let's say you had your own label. You get a starting roster of 6, for example. Young Money had what? Drake, Lil Wayne, Nicki, Tyga. They had a crazy lineup at the time. So if you could get you a 6-man woman roster, R&B singers, it could be rappers, pop stars, any artist. What would be your label?
Are you speaking on like artists in Virginia? Or?
I'm realizing I gotta clarify. You the second person to ask that.
Yes.
So it could be it could be either like let's do like mainstream, and then for the locals you could do your local list.
All right, so mainstream, let's go. You know I'm gonna get Drake. You know I'm gonna get J. Cole. Got to. The Baby. Lil Baby. Megan. Coi Leray right now. For real.
You got to turn up regime. What they call it? Turn up regime. What you gonna call it? What you gonna call it?
I've been thinking of what I would call my label, and I still really haven't thought of nothing for real. But DTE, Demon Time Entertainment. For real,
that's such a 757 thing to put up there.
Either that or it would have to do something with like the turn up, but for real, I don't know what my label would be called right now. I would really have to sit down and think about that.
Well, you got time. I'm glad I sparked it for you, so go home and think about it on your way back.
Now, if we talking local though, you know I gotta get OTB.
Okay.
20 Bills.
Okay.
Miss B.
Okay.
Gifted Hands. I gotta get you, bro. I gotta get you on my roster.
See, y'all niggas be saying that. I hear it. I hear it.
Bro. All right, so look, when I first heard you rap, I was like, yo, backpack rapper. But then you switch your style up so much that it's like, oh, he's not just in one lane. Cool. You make dope music. I would get you on my crew because of the fact I do conscious music also, but you would open my third eye so much more than a lot of other people do that I work with. Like 20 Bills opened my third eye, so I could work with 20 Bills, and y'all, like if I did a song with you, him, dope. I already know it'd be dope, and I know I would have to like be on my toes with both of y'all, cause y'all's wordplay is like up there.
People sleep on Brand, especially 20 Bill. People think Brandon just be like out here just nah. 20 Bill got some.
Nah, you gotta listen to his lyrics, bro. Like his wordplay is ridiculous.
Enough about 20 though. He'll be up here on the next episode. You know what I mean? I always thought Dizzy had like you always had like the illest, like one of the illest flows as far as like versatility. Like I would say that's your number one attribute, because when you talk about like basically what you've been saying the whole time, like just being able to do different things and step in different lanes so people don't think that you're in one box.
Yeah,
I think that's probably out of your attributes, maybe between performance and your versatility, those are the two main aspects. You done made every type of music pretty much besides pop. Like I hear you on some pop and some rock shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But besides that, you done pretty much done it. So I would say those are your two best traits. I think that's what drew me to you, for sure.
Appreciate that.
What's the next question? What's one thing people don't know about you?
I'm afraid of heights.
How, like, what's if you had to go on top of a building, what would be the highest floor you would go up before you like, all right, now I'm cool?
All right, so before I even answer that, I gotta explain why I'm afraid of heights. I've done drywalling, so one day I fell off a 3-floor scaffold. So let's see, about 3 floors. Yeah, 3 floors is definitely gonna do it to me. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I have that fear because of the fact that really kind of messed me up. I feel like car accidents also because of the fact I've been in a car accident and like it messed my whole left side up. Like so, yeah, those two things right there.
I don't think I could be on that. I always told myself after like 5 floors, I wouldn't want to stand. At least I would do it maybe by myself, but I would not look over the building. And I definitely, mine is more like a trust thing. Like I wouldn't want to be up there with one person. I feel like, what we going up here for? Like what we doing up here? And then like
I can't.
I don't know.
Can't do it.
The heights ain't for me. All right, what's 2 things you want to accomplish before? What's 2 things you want to accomplish or get out of your career in music or entertainment?
One, definitely like winning an award on BET or MTV. That's one major thing. And then I think not only like getting myself out, but like get my family out. I'm not going to just say like my friends, because of course like I'm gonna look out for like the people I mess with and everything, and everybody that's been looking out for me in Virginia. But my family, I gotta get me and my family out. Those are the main things right there. So BET Awards, MTV Awards, and get my family out like of struggling.
Word. Make sure everybody else taken care of with your opportunity.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
And then what is in the ideal world, the perfect world? What does age 60 look like for you? Like what's that?
Age 60?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm already like, you know how Wayne was in 2000, where he was like on everything. I'd already done that. I already got all my awards. Like I've got plenty of awards to show for. I got my own record label. I got plenty of artists under me that are doing their major thing. I think like when I get on, I kind of want to just focus on artists from Virginia, New York, and Georgia, because I lived in those 3 places. So I'm gonna look at those 3 places the most. Not saying I'm not gonna look at other places, of course, but those are the 3 places I kind of want to show the most love to. And be wealthy. That's just like common sense at this point. Like just yeah. I see myself at 60 retired for real, like just running the label, not even really making music for real no more unless I want to.
You might have handed the label down by now. How old is Birdman? Birdman was probably 40 when he handed the Young Money keys to Wayne.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10 then.
But shoot, you might have a label under a label under a label by then. You might have 3 labels and all type stuff. You done got Birth to Superstar, all type stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see. My last question to you. Is there anything you want to let the people know or tell the people that we might not have gone over?
The only thing for real, stop sleeping on Virginia, man. Virginia is one of the hardest working places, bro. Like, we really be grinding so hard. So, like, a lot of people, I think there's only one situation where I worked with somebody that was out of town that be like, you know, y'all don't really grind as hard as a lot of people should. Y'all need to step it up. And I just really, like, didn't like that comment, because there's a lot of artists out here, not just myself, that be grinding so hard but don't get as much static as they should. For real. So like, I think the only thing I'll say is just don't give up, VA. Keep grinding. We gonna blow up. That's just facts. You see, we already getting something in the water. We getting the 420 festival. Oh, our time's coming. That's just facts.
And then the last thing, message to the kids.
Message to the kids, chase your dreams. Like, if there's one thing I'm happy I did was chase my dreams. Like, I played basketball all the time. That used to be my dream. Then I started loving music way more, and I'm not giving that up. Like, basketball is something like, if something physically happens to you, you have to stop. Music, you can always do music regardless of your situation.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, music, you can still write if you love music. You can still engineer. Music is everything to me. So like, I chased my dream. Chase y'all's dream, whether it be dancing, like sports, anything like that. Don't give up on it either. And like, make sure even if nobody pushes you, you push yourself the hardest. Like, that's what I can say. Like, I'll push myself the hardest. So make sure you do that too. I know you be doing the same thing, and that's why like the grind that we on, bro, is not gonna stop. It's not.
It ain't gonna stop. And this is one of the hardest working men I know. Mr. Dizzy Dev, I appreciate you for being with me today.
Thank you for having me.
Good
man.
to see you.
Always.
What was I gonna say? We're gonna have him. He gonna debut a song. I have heard it, but I'm gonna act like I ain't heard it. I heard it yesterday, but I'm excited to hear him perform it. So he about to perform his new song in a little bit. But yeah, I appreciate you for being with me.
No problem.
And yeah.